Hope you're having a great day. In today's video, we wanted to share with you a rice and peas recipe, which is basically a Jamaican rice and beans recipe. These are all the ingredients we're going to need. Now, mind you, he doesn't measure for this, so I'm just going to give you the ingredients and then I'll let him talk it through. But you're going to need a bag of kidney beans, and I just recommend making it this way. You're going to make a big pot and you can just freeze it. It freezes nicely, or just store it. So you're going to need 1 pound of kidney beans. You're going to need ginger, and we freeze our ginger and we grate it in there. You're going to need some habanero peppers, preferably Scotch bonnet, but we can only find habanero. We freeze these as well. You'll need about 3 scallions, but we wash them and cut them and freeze them. Thyme, Jamaican pimento, which is allspice. We get the actual like large berries, they call them, and we grind them. But you could also find ground pimento, or it's actually called, in the US, it's called allspice. We also are going to need garlic, and we're going to need coconut milk. Okay, I'll let him talk it through and then we'll kind of come back during the process.
To make beans cook quickly, you have to soak the beans, the kidney beans, overnight in water. That will make it cook quickly, because if you don't soak the beans overnight and you try to cook it, some of the beans are gonna cook and some of it's not gonna cook. So it's best to soak the beans overnight.
Now, you didn't soak it in this water, right?
No, when you soak it overnight, then you have to change the water, because you're gonna notice the water is gonna have an orange look. So you have to change the water. That's in the morning, and then you season it with all of the seasoning, which should just show you right there. So you put the garlic, the scallion, the thyme, the pimento, and all of them things there.
Okay. And then you turn it on and you boil it, right?
Yeah,
Just boil
turn
it
it on and boil it on the stove
until
you see the beans start cook. Once the beans start cook, then you put the coconut milk in it with a little sea salt, and then once the beans is cooked, you put the salt, you put the coconut milk, then you put the rice in. So basically, when we're ready for the coconut milk, then maybe I'll show you that. So we're gonna turn on the stove right now. I'll make the beans cook probably an hour and a half. Make sure the bean is cooked. Squeeze it. Then you know it's ready.
when you squeeze it.
When you squeeze it and make sure the bean is soft, you know? Okay. And you put it back in it. And you put the coconut milk. Put the coconut milk in.
About a half a can?
Yeah, about a half a can of coconut milk. Make it melt. Then they put the coconut milk, you just put some sea salt in it, you know? You put some salt in it and taste it. Make sure, say, you know, you salt the pot, right, you know?
Salt the pot.
Just put a little bit. Then you can taste it to make sure. Then you make it simmer down some more and then you just put the rice in it.
And you leave that pepper in there, right?
Yeah, man. Yeah, when you put the rice in, you have to make sure the liquid is an inch above the rice. And then, when you put the rice in, you have to stir up everything. You make sure so the bean, the peas, we call it peas in Jamaica, you know? So you stir up the peas with the rice, because you have to mix up everything. And then once it starts boiling, you have to put the stove on low. In our case, we're gonna put the stove on 1. Turn it down to 1, and then you make the rice steam slowly. Because if you don't turn it down and put it on 1, it will burn. You salt the pot with some sea salt. You can put the rice in. You have to mix it up, you know. Make sure, say, peas and the rice and everything mix up, you know. Because the peas are going to end up at the bottom. So you don't want that, you just mix it up. And after it starts boil, you have to turn it down to 1 and make it steam, let the rice steam. After it starts boil, you cover it. Turn it down to 1 or low so it can steam.
This has been steaming for a while. This is a huge pot of rice, and you want it to steam to the point where, you know, it gets to be nice and fluffy. It's super delicious, and yeah, you got to give this a try. So yeah, let me know if you give this a try. Leave a comment below on any questions you might have, because I know this wasn't like the most, I don't know, fancy recipe, but it tastes really good. So you got to give it a try. Okay guys, I'll talk to you soon. Bye.